Wait, so everybody can see the chat now? Make sure you got the chat on here.
Yeah.
The chat overlay on the corner. Just make sure you hit chat.
What this button does. Let's see what this button does. Oh, that broke it. Let me not use that.
One of these days, we'll know how to, actually start the things we use every week.
Don't question me.
Never.
Wait, we not. Hey guys on Instagram, what's up? If you one of our new followers that came through this week or the past 2 weeks, hey, wish you all the best in the competition and what should we call it? And trying to get these not press passes, but these for Anime NYC. We'll do the announcement again August 5th, and we'll announce the winners. So
yeah, really, thanks for following. We know why you're here, but we hope you stick around after the contest.
Yeah, we hope we could keep you entertained and you don't just leave after you win your tickets, because I swear to God, I want my shit back. Thank you, American Black Up. He said, "Ayo, the best podcast ever." Thank you, appreciate you. Oh, thank you. What up? Oh, what up, lowercase? Hold on, let me say hi to everybody. Hold up.
Go for it.
Hello, head nerd. What's up, Tay? What's up, D-Lo? What's up, Derb? That's Derbs. Never mind.
Yo, what up?
Right? You didn't say what up to me. I'm here too. I tuned in.
Hey, do sugar. What up, CS? CS the kid. What's up? 7 tier. We got 7 tier all the way from the UK.
Nice.
Yeah, they got a nice. I
hear it's super hot out there right now.
Yo,
I hear it's super hot over there right now in New York.
Like the devil's booty hole. It's hot. Like the devil's booty hole. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's really it's ridiculous how hot it is. Like climate change. If you don't believe in climate change, look under your underarm, man.
Yeah, I ain't believe they still had those soldiers in that full fucking uniform until I saw like a meme of somebody giving them water. I'm like, what the fuck? They ain't got a summer uniform, nothing. Like they still gotta wear like the wool hat and everything. Like, god damn.
What up, Iman? Yeah, they say it's hot in the UK. Yo, I could listen to 7 tier podcasts all day long because the accents, I just love it. I love British accents, especially when they talk about anime, because even though they insult the anime, they do it with so respectfully. The accent is so respectful. Like it's just like
one of those soldiers fainted. Yeah, that makes sense.
Of course they fainted. Okay, so guys, what do you guys want to talk about? Do you want to talk about how this guy puffed up and died on us during his last?
That's a disrespectful way to say it, but yeah, we can start with anime news.
I'm sorry.
If you haven't heard yet, there is an artist called Dubu who just died of, was it a sudden cardiac arrest or was it something like a brain tumor or something?
They didn't say. You found out?
I don't know, but yeah, this artist very suddenly passed away, only 40 years old. His name was Dubu, and he was the one who drew Solo Leveling. So I know a lot of you might be fans of Solo Leveling. He wasn't the initial author, because I think Solo Leveling was a light novel first, but he was the artist responsible for drawing the version probably most of us know the best, which was that, I think it was Webtoons, right? The Webtoons webcomic version. Yeah. And that's just like, dang.
That's my
so just moment of silence for him. Rest in peace, because that's rough. I know his family kept it quiet for a bit so they could like mourn in peace, have their own funeral, but it was just announced a few days ago, so this is like fresh this week.
Yeah, it's a big deal. We're saddened by this. First of all, shout out to their PR people. They probably got the same ones as Chadwick Boseman, because none of us knew that these niggas died until like they wanted you to know. You're like, what? Hold up. So you guys got picked up for an anime and all this, and y'all not telling us that y'all, dude, we need you for more shit. Like, what's going on? But respectfully, like Bree said, a moment of silence, respect for the family, and condolences to the loved ones. So. Oh, Derby really took it there with the moment of silence. Derby said, let me clock out.
But yeah, so that I wouldn't say the anime there is still going to be going on as planned. So this hasn't really had any impact on that. Again, the webcomic is entirely done. The light novel is, I'm pretty sure the light novel is also entirely done since the comic is. So this won't necessarily stop anything currently in progress in its tracks. It's just a sad, rough thing that happens. So our condolences go out to his family. But Patty, you had mentioned Chadwick Boseman, which reminds me, the other thing we really got to talk about is MCU 6. Is it Phase 6? That was just announced at San Diego Comic Con.
It's phase. No, phase 5. It is. Oh, you had to leave too. God damn it.
Nah, I could have sworn it went SDCC Marvel.
Nah, it's the end of. Wait, hold up. I gotta look it up. It might be the end of 4, and they announced
the end of 4, and I thought they had started making announcements all the way through 6.
Yes, they did. All the way through 6 to 7. Wait, did they do 7? No, 5.
Now the beginning of Phase 6. So all through Phase 5 and the beginning of Phase 6, and there's been like a lot of drops. For example, the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer dropped.
Yeah.
That was breathtaking.
I'm confused though. That water guy isn't Aquaman DC?
Quick second. Can everyone see me like moving and stuff? Because
yes.
All right.
Do you not see you moving?
No, I don't see y'all moving, and it's just very funny.
Everything looks normal to me.
Huh? No. If it's going, it's going. Anyone in the chat on like YouTube and stuff, please just let me know like if everything's looking.
No, we're good. Wait, right, Bree, before you get into that, hold on. I just wanted to I like what American Black Up said. They put in too much stress on these manga artists. Hashtag unionize manga artists. We need that's the sentiment we should all
whatever will keep Oda safe, I'm for.
Oda don't need union. He just put himself through stress. It's not even the industry. It's him. It is him. It is him.
And the industry, you don't stay on top for like 20 plus years without grinding yourself to the bone. Because he constantly had this Young Blood series chasing him.
He don't care. He's like, everybody, listen, y'all could sleep if y'all want to. I sleep when I'm dead.
But for real though, that's why it is so important, guys, to figure out ways to like support the artist. So if they happen to have like a little side page on the side where they sell individual drawings, go ahead and buy a drawing. I know some have like special artist accounts. I'd have to look that up further, but yeah, if you can buy the series, like get the apps. I don't know, but you know, these people go through a lot. They bring us amazing work. Like I didn't read Solo Leveling, but it is freaking gorgeous. It looks incredible. So that artist like put in main work.
Oh, okay. You got your answer to your question when you went to
American Black Up. Namor is Marvel Aquaman. So is there a difference between him and Aquaman? Or is it like literally tit for tat, same thing, but Marvel version?
Well, Marvel version, I would say.
Oh, and Evil. Which
yes.
But I have to say, DC Aquaman, that was my final straw that broke me from DC. That was one of the worst movies I had seen just because it was so freaking dumb. I don't know if y'all saw it or wasted your money in theater, but I wasted my money in theater seeing that.
Watching
you gotta stop watching DC movies expecting anything.
It was the last one I saw. Was Aquaman before or after Shazam?
It was after.
I think it was before.
Was it before? I don't know. It was terrible, so I don't remember.
Okay, well, I saw Shazam. It was okay, but that's just because I like Philadelphia and it was the first Philly hero. Everyone's ooh, New York superheroes, Gotham superheroes. No. Philly superhero. Consider it felt just as like mediocre but good as Philly is. I love it.
Did you see the memes?
Shit on the whole fucking
Did you see the memes with DC and Marvel? So basically, you
Philly
see
is shit. It deserves it. Is like the most wonderful steaming pile.
Oh my god!
And it's not pretentious like the New Yorkers.
Nah, it just smell like shit, right? It's just like
New York smells so worse. Don't even try.
Okay. But did you see the meme of so basically they have a meme with DC and Marvel. So basically they show a picture of a guy. Two guys are on a date on separate tables and having dinner at a restaurant. One guy is proposing. They're saying this guy is Marvel. So he's proposing to his girlfriend. And the guy that's supposed to be representing DC, he's just sitting there like this. Watch it while Marvel is proposing to his girl, and DC's watching his girl just fanning out that the fact that this woman is being having the most like amazing proposal. And I was like, yeah, that sums it up. That pretty much sums
That
it up.
was the San Diego Comic-Con announcement. Marvel went all out with Wakanda Forever. They brought on live dancers.
Did you see the singers? Did you see the singers? Oh my God, this dude had a voice and he had a drummer behind him. He came down the aisle like it was a wedding. I was like, what? Yo, Stan Lee is right now just being like, damn, I wish I was still allowed to collect that check. I know he's like, damn, wish I was allowed to collect that check. Yeah. So now, not only did they did a great job, they also left us with a trailer that was beautiful because we don't know what the fuck is going on, but we just looking at everything.
Yeah.
Right? We don't know how
one of them's gonna be the new Black Panther. And then, oh man, but that image of just like Chadwick Boseman as like Black Panther, but we all know that Chadwick Boseman in the shot, just like on a mural on the wall. I'm like, damn, that's so good.
It is.
That had me tearing up a bit. But okay, Black Op's explaining Namor to me. Only cares about his people most of the time, and he hates the surface, what they did to his family and his people. He's an Atlantean, but he's not called that in Marvel. Okay, so already like 500 times better than Aquaman. He's just the worst. But also, that sounds kind of like Killmonger again.
Wait a minute, hold on. Yeagerous, you said.
Yeah,
sounds like I'm a Namor fan.
Stop. Rewind. No.
Wait a minute.
You can't just put that on someone.
Timothy said, been a fan of y'all for a few months now. Love it. Thank you so much, Timothy. We appreciate you coming in here and listening to the podcast. Listen. We're making some new adjustments, but we'll tell you what we're doing later. First of all, let's put Bree back on the mic. What you were saying, Bree? Let's go.
Without fail.
I was complaining that Aquaman sucks. Namor sounds better. It sounds a little similar to what like Killmonger's thing was. Like, I hate you for what you do to my people or what you're not doing to my people. So I guess that's kind of the theme of the Black Panther movies. I don't hate it, though. I don't hate it. I will say I was not a fan of Black Panther 1. I didn't like it.
Just say that out loud, Bray.
I know. I felt like it had some plot holes and corny dialogue, but there were still a lot of like really, really cool, amazing points. By the time I saw it like the third or fourth time, I was like, okay, this is all right. I'm not mad at it anymore. I was just mad at it at first.
No, I like it. I felt like it broke a lot. It was something that we needed to see. It was
yeah, I loved it for what it did.
Yeah.
More than necessarily what it was, because it was just like very Lion King-y.
I mean, yeah, that's what it's based on. A lot of, I mean, it's Disney, right? Like, come on.
It was, but just answer this. Maybe you as a comic fan could explain to me. My big issue that I had with the first one is even after seeing it like 3-4 times, I couldn't understand why Killmonger didn't just walk up, knock on the door, say, hey, show the lip, I'm your long lost cousin, go in. And then rebel rouse and like rise to prominence and steal the throne, because he was allowed to just like challenge his cousin for it. Yeah, we saw that at the very start. Some other dude did it and he wasn't like the big enemy. Why did he have to piss people off first?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
It's just up in the
air. That is the biggest question throughout the whole movie. Like, why this nigga didn't? It's like,
why you do all that? It could have been
like you knew where it was.
Like I'm your long lost ex. I'm here. And then he like steals the throne from the inside. It just feels like it would be so much simpler.
It would, but you know, they
need had so much legitimacy. I think that's the problem.
I don't know.
It's like a legitimate, pretty much heir.
No, the problem is T'Challa would have no right to reclaim the throne. It wouldn't feel stolen at all. It'd be like, yeah, he walked in, he earned it, he's king. That's it.
Yeah. So unless someone can answer that, I'm sorry, I cannot be a fan of the first Black Panther, because just the entire time that was bugging me. Again, I saw this movie multiple times, and I'm still not sure why. But hopefully the second one won't do that. Won't have a like he's an asshole for the plot.
Yo, the amount of pressure for Ryan Coogler for this second movie. Man, if it doesn't live up to the expectations of Black folks, like there are people that's having meetings right now. What up, Arcade? This age? What's going on? There are Black people meeting up right now, discussing on what type of dashiki they pulling up with.
Like people are custom making their joints.
Yo, it's crazy. So it's like if you're not pulling up with the right shit that we all like is first of all, anybody that makes Angela Bassett look bad saying lines deserves to never be in the studio ever again directing any films. Angela Bassett is a goddess, man. She's a goddess. And the way she was making her speech, and it was only 3 lines, I felt that. I was like, God damn.
Like the world felt that, like, God.
Yo, she's spitting. The way I was like, bruh, I'm watching this on Thursday night, not even Friday. I might just call out, get some like, and just pull up, like, just watch it, and then come back to the theater, watch it again, and then go home and talk shit about it, but then not post it because I know some of y'all didn't go see it yet, and then post it 2 weeks later. Like, I might just do some shit like that, but I don't. The stakes are really, really high. I know, Bree and Derby. We always talk about when the hype is too much. Can a title, you know, Bree say the shit.
If it's too hype, it's the gap between the hype versus what you get. Because sometimes reality can't live up to the hype. But I would say this is not in danger at all. Because even if it's shit, we will say it's greatness.
Yes.
Even if it's doo-doo, we will call it gold, just like we did for the first one. We will make it succeed because it's more than like just an individual. It's not just another superhero. This one's our superhero, us finally getting that superhero. And we will make it succeed whether we're... Again, no one understands why Killmonger was an asshole. But no one was complaining about that when it was coming out in the theater. So once again, people, buy your tickets a week in advance, show up opening weekend, black out the theaters, if you know what I mean.
Whatever, Gigi.
No, actually, yes or no? During the first screenings, are people allowed to talk in the theater, or is that like a second round thing?
Nah, you don't talk during the first, but your reaction, you can have the first you don't talk in the first, but you can have reactions like, oh shit, bitch. Like you can do that. You can do that.
If it's involuntary, it's fine.
Full conversation and be on some shit like, what the fuck Killmonger was thinking? Like the elevator's right there. Why he wanted to take the stairs? Like it's something like that. You can't have a conversation like that.
You can't. Oh, I might not be able to come opening weekend though. Because I'm sorry, I am a talker in theater kind of girl. If I see something, I gotta like talk. It pisses my mom off so much when I'm sitting at home with her for a movie night, and she just like gets through, pauses, and looks at me. Are you done? Just one more second, one more minute. But do you understand this? Okay, but are you done? Like I can't.
Mike is the type of person, he will pause. He will pause it himself and look at me like, does that fucking make sense?
Thank you. Does that make sense? I would rather pause and discuss in the middle.
You know why doesn't
keep going? Because sometimes it don't make sense.
No, you know why it don't make sense. No, you know why it don't make sense? Because you paused it.
You gotta keep going.
I was watching before I paused it.
Look, they're gonna explain it in 10 minutes if you just keep going.
Also, Yasuke we tried our best. For Yasuke, we absolutely looked for the bright side so hard we were shining flashlights in her eyes.
No, we were
trying. Could not find it. We really tried. We watched like 3-4 episodes past the time our eyes were bleeding.
Yeah, it was terrible. American Black. I did hear about Ironheart. I don't think Bree and Derby know about Ironheart. I got the first issue, the graphic novel. I'm excited. I don't know who's gonna play Riri. So if you guys don't know, Iron Man dies, and there's a girl who inherits like his secrets and shit like that. She's super smart. She's almost as smart as Shuri, Black Panther's T'Challa's sister. So she is the new Iron Man. She has natural hair. She's beautiful. If I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking she's still like in her early 20s or probably a teenager, right? So she's trying to figure out the superhero thing out. The suit looks immaculate, but for some reason, people they always compare her to Miles Morales because, Black. So they prefer Miles Morales over Riri, right? I don't know why. Maybe story-wise or maybe misogyny. I'm going to go with misogyny. So they already announced her being, I think, a movie or a series. I'm not sure, but she's going to be.
It might be a series.
It might be.
Because it sounds like something they do series and then movie, especially following the trail of Miss Marvel, which we also got to talk about that. I'm not done though. But
I'm done.
I want to talk about that a little.
Yeah, you know how that goes, but Yeah, I'm super excited. Marvel's about to take all my fucking money. When I tell you
They're not already?
all them, oh no, they're about to take more.
Nah, I got a
It's
little bit. I had a little bit hidden, and yeah.
Mm.
well, I
They're
tried
about
to
to
I'm
get
give
all
you a
there.
free credit card, then like make people spend all that.
Exactly.
and say my credit card hitting up its limit. I'm gonna be like, yo, listen,
That
let
good
me tell you
old Best Buy
something.
credit card.
What? Yeah, that's how they get you. You want that iPad? You know how you can get it? Get a Best Buy card. It was the
We only
devil
charge
blocked
like
me
a
from that.
50% APR or something along those
That shit
lines.
is terrible. Trash.
Wait. So you said Riri is Shuri's sister?
No, no, she's just another black super genius. She's almost
Okay,
as
but American
smart.
Super G's. Nothing to
Yeah.
Wakanda Forever.
Nah, she's just as smart. Like in the intelligence scale, Shiri, who is T'Challa's sister, is
Mhm.
supposed to be like the smartest person in the Marvel universe. Next to someone else, I forgot who. But I think Riri is alongside her in the level of IQ and intelligence. So I picked up like it's so bad because it's like I picked up the graphic novel and it's a good size. The shit was like $12. It was catching dust. Nobody wanted it. I was like, God damn, but this is Riri. This is a beautiful black girl in the front cover with the most immaculate suit. It was like pink.
And actually, that's
Red.
kind of what I feel like you're always saying a lot asking for. Don't like turn a superhero black, but get one of the ones like make a new one that is black
Yes,
and go with
I'm,
them.
I'm
So it
for
is
it.
like an original black character
Yes, it's an
in the
original.
Marvel lore that they're digging up and bringing into the spotlight.
Yes, because Iron Man is officially dead. So
Yeah.
she's taking all his toys and making it better with a little Gucci bag and some
I
Jordans.
was
And
really thinking Peter Parker was going to be doing that, but then with the end of his last movie, and now they're doing a prequel for Spider-Man, which is weird because I
Mm.
always feel like it's been a tradition that each Spider-Man gets 3 movies.
No.
You get 3 movies and then you're done.
No,
What
we
is
just
this
keep
freshman year?
pumping out movies.
Mm.
Like there's more money to be made.
I think I'm not sure what they're gonna do with the Spider-Man, right? But I know they're bringing back Daredevil with the same character as in Netflix, the same actor,
He did
right?
have a cameo in Madness. Was it
Say
in
it again.
Multiverse of Madness he had a cameo?
Yes, he did
Yeah.
have a cameo in Multiverse of Madness and Doctor Strange. Yeah, so he's coming back. But here's the thing, though. He's gonna be wrapped up with like the villains that's gonna be on Daredevil are gonna be like the same city villains that's going to be in Spider-Man. But the Spider-Man that you see on Daredevil is not gonna be the same Spider-Man that you see in the movies because Daredevil is gonna be an 18-part series. 18 episode series,
Oh,
right?
I was like, what? 18
Nah.
seasons right out the bat. That's amazing.
Oh, whoops! I made a mistake. Freshman, the Spider-Man one is an animated series. Okay, so they're still sticking to the 3 rule.
Mm. So
That
this
could
is
be good because again, take live action, make it animated. You're great.
it's golden rule. You
Great.
that's the key to our hearts right there. Um yeah, so Marvel pulled out some shit. Like it was crazy. I think we should apply for press passes for San Diego, guys. What you think?
Yeah, we
San
could.
Diego
Well,
Comic Con
next year.
for next year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is
I think
massive.
I
I
think
went once, but I didn't buy tickets, so I was just like hanging around outside, cosplaying, like going to the bar crawls outside of it. So there's like a big bar crawl street outside of San Diego Comic Con.
Mm.
I don't know. I
And
feel like it didn't look so me when it comes to cons, I'm worried about the crowd. That's what I'm worried about. I'm worried about I don't want to be an anime expo type vibe where the fire marshal.
Yeah, where you can't do anything.
Yeah, I no.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's rough. So I feel like the way the crowd looked for Comic-Con San Diego, I'm it looks pretty decent and I'm ready to go. So yeah, let's apply for press passes next year. And the AC look like it's really working. So
I
that's
do appreciate a good AC. Yeah.
yeah. Wait, hold on. We got somebody on the chat on our live Biochemy. I like that name, Biochemy. They seem to be trying to move him to Sony and have a spin-off universe with Morbius and Venom and expecting great things.
I thought they were trying to take from Sony because at the end of the last Spider-Man one, we saw Venom and Eddie
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
who
they
got
paid for
pulled
that.
into the new verse.
They paid for that little
Yeah,
thing.
but I
Like,
wonder, are they trying to bring him over then? Because now they'd have an in. Because apparently he
I
never
think
got sent back, so they could have an excuse to keep him in the current Spider
that's too
Verse.
much money though for them
yeah.
to. I mean,
I
That's
don't know
it.
if they're gonna use him specifically. I think they just wanted the symbiote to make it over here.
yeah, I think
Oh, a
that's
bit of the symbiote.
Yeah, so they just
Okay,
paid for that cameo to make it make sense,
so
and
yeah.
they'll
They
make
just
a
want
new
then we'll
Venom,
use somebody else. Yeah,
yeah. They just
or
want.
yeah, as
that's
a
more than
monster.
that's what I would think.
I haven't seen Morbius, but I'm intrigued. Everybody says Morbius is toilet paper used.
Yeah, I've
How
heard
shitty
very
it is.
terrible things.
Yeah, but I think I still want to see it still. Yeah, so Marvel has a lot of things in store for 5 and 6 phases. It looks
Mhm.
great. I'm excited about Blade. They're already in production right now.
I'm excited
The
about all
way,
this extra homework we're about to do.
let me tell you something. The
Mhm.
way I'm wearing all black leather when I get there, all black leather, all black with the shades, with the shades, with the
Yo,
shades.
but what if it drops in like the summer somehow?
Then
Uh,
she'll suffer.
I'm
She'll
not
bring a little fan.
No, I'm not doing that. Only time I'm doing that is if I wear, like, if I go to, like, I take an Uber and Mike is fanning me both ways before I go in the theater, so the heat don't directly hit me, and then I'm going back out. Yeah, that's the only way. And then I want a long leather jacket so I could just flip it to the side before I sit down and hit somebody. That's the type of Blade shit I'm on, and I purposely want to flip somebody and let the jacket hit a white person. Excuse me, bitch. Like, that's how I feel. That's how I want it to be. But let's see what happens. But it sounds like the whole phases, like all the movies, all the series they announced, made me feel like a kid again. Like I wanted to pick up a comic book again and just catch up on shit.
I just
And
hope some of them are
Avengers
standalone
movies,
though.
Brie.
I just want a few of those that are coming out where I don't have to see other stuff to do it. I can just see that. Like, I don't want to have to finish Loki 2 in order to see Blade.
I mean,
Is that okay?
You
Is
might
that
have
fair?
to.
Just
you might have
a
to.
few.
You might have to.
Look,
because-
the TV
like-
shows are standalone. You can watch the TV shows. as
Are they
standalone
though?
things.
Are they?
Yeah,
How do
Miss
we know
Marvel.
Phase 5 won't decide that? Nah, you got to see these 5 TV shows first.
Nah, but
I
people.
swear, if Miss Marvel is relevant for any other TV show,
Oh,
I'm
it
gonna be
will be.
annoyed. Because what if I don't want to finish that?
Then here's the
You
thing.
have like 2 episodes left.
You
Finish
see
it.
the chart, right? You see the
on.
chart, right? You see how they display the phases. That's exactly how you're supposed to be watching them. If you don't want to watch them, that's fine. Go ahead and
But like,
skip.
I want to watch them. I do want to watch them, but I don't necessarily want to watch all of them. Like, for example, I don't want to see Morbius. What if Morbius is absolutely necessary to see something else?
Nah, they already
Nah.
said Morbius is not necessary because nah, they said Morbius.
Dang, that is actually
Yeah,
the
that's not
biggest
necessary.
insult that Morbius
Alright,
ever got.
so let me say
Marvel
this.
decided, yeah, we're not keeping this one in part of
All
the
right,
game.
so let me say this. For
That's
you to
good.
find out if it's completely necessary, watch the last 2 minutes of the movie. That's what's necessary.
the
The
last
last
2
2 minutes. You know how they do the credit scenes, and then you get
Oh, the post-credit scenes?
yes,
Okay.
that's what you get. Why? Make it 4 because sometimes they like to put 2 in that bitch. So watch those last 2 because that's the ones that, for some reason, that's the ones that really fucking important. And you like,
Yeah,
oh,
but
yeah, I remember
sometimes
the
they
last 2.
lie. But sometimes they lie. Because guess what was at the post-credit scene of Infinity War? It was like a little signal to Captain Marvel. And guess what Captain Marvel did in Endgame? Jack shit nothing.
Oh shit. She
So
said
if you
it.
want me to sit through Captain Marvel when she
She said
didn't
it.
do nothing in Endgame, no. That's actually evidence that they could fool
said it.
you.
Oh my God,
Fuck
Bree.
I got my receipts ready.
You get a gunshot. God damn, Bree. God damn. They that
Yeah.
that's too much, Bree. That's too much. It's only Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. You're going too hard. Let's leave that for the recording on the weekend. That's too much. They're not ready. They're not ready. But yeah, you know what? We forgot to announce, right? Yo, Agatha, the main villain in
Yeah, she's getting the show.
she's getting a show. The main villain that was in WandaVision,
WandaVision. Yeah.
the witch. We get a whole story on that bitch. I'm so intrigued and confused about her fucking powers and why she's so fucking
It was
powerful.
Agatha. Oh,
That's the sound of everything you just said flying over my head. Because I'm sitting here thinking, who the hell is Agatha?
Remember, she didn't finish WandaVision.
I did
Oh,
not
you
finish
didn't finish
WandaVision.
She did not do her
to this
homework.
day.
You know what, Bree?
So when you said she's getting her own show, I'm like, who is Agatha? Agatha Christie?
Nah. You would like her. You would definitely like her because she was a very strategic villain. She had me fooled throughout the whole fucking show. And I'm intrigued. Listen, I Googled the bitch just to get the backstory, what comic books that she
Right.
popped up in, just so I could see, because she was so fucking convincing and intriguing. Like, she got a face of a fucking villain. Like
That's fucked up.
When she was in the basement and she locked Shorty up, like when she finally got her, it was like, bitch, and then she got to her full final form. Yeah,
I
Bree,
don't
final
know
form.
what you're talking about. But I will say, if she gets her own show,
When she
I
got
hope
to the
she's
final
evil in
form,
her own show. Because right
I mean,
now, what
it's a start
what
off
Disney's going to
evil.
be doing is
It
they
is a
take a
start off
villain, but
evil.
then they make her like a sympathetic character, or it wasn't really her fault in the end. It's like, no. Yeah, I don't want you to do that, like a Cruella de Vil thing to this villain. I don't know her. I just want a bitch to be evil and to get to stay evil all the way through. I want her to be nasty and the main
Wasn't
character.
Cruella
We get
like
enough
that?
anti-heroes. I don't want an anti-hero. I don't want
I
a
didn't
sympathetic
watch
villain.
the
I
prequels
want
to
an
Cruella.
asshole in the spotlight.
Mm,
That's my
okay.
only thing. I will
No,
see it if
I
she
want to
is
see
like
backstory.
full evil, front to back, no need for sympathy.
Let me tell you something. Bree's that type of bitch. Like, you talk to her and you be like, you know what, Bree? It's free to be nice. Being nice is just free. And Bree would be like, well, how much is it to be a bitch? Is it the
Yeah, I've
same
been
price
loving
as it's free?
that. I've been loving that so much. It's like, yo,
Bree's
Well,
like,
we haven't
she'd
seen
be
enough
like, is it free?
sympathetic ones.
Because if it's the
it's a
same
wonderful
price.
realization as a child. It's like,
Just
wait,
the same
Same
line
price.
of thought that Multiverse of Madness kind of did, where Screw Doctor Strange, the main character was Wanda. She was
Mhm.
terrifying and should have gotten even more screen time.
sure.
Uh,
Uh,
I mean, you know what? We'll see. We'll see. But wait, is there anything else you guys want to mention about Marvel? Because there's a couple of things I wanted to tap in with y'all real quick before we change subjects. So I just want to make sure that
Nah, we can
is there
change.
anything
I
else?
feel like we gave Marvel enough free publicity. They're still not paying us. It's really offensive.
all right,
All
we're
right.
paying
So
them.
okay. So basically, boom. This is what I wanted to talk about. Gunshots, because this shit is fire. I just realized, like, I just got a not a notification, but I saw on TikTok. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm still gonna say maybe allegedly. The creators of Avatar, right? The animated creators, they decided they was gonna be like,
Mhm.
go to Netflix and make an animated series of Aang older.
Yeah, I saw that.
I was like, you know
Got
what
it.
this
I
is?
want it.
This is like, you thought you had it, bitch. You thought you had it. I'm gonna put this out the same time you putting out your live action. Let's see who
Right?
wins.
Live
And you
action
know,
who? Live action who? Age up the characters. I'll show you how to age up the characters right.
thank you,
Boom.
Bree. Thank you, Bree. That's
Sequel
exactly what
series.
they're gonna
Now,
do.
do you think it
Pre Korra,
starts?
post Airbender.
Do you think it
Ready.
starts with like Iroh's funeral? Because
No, shut up. That's
Oh,
not happening in this one.
but
leaves
No.
in the vine,
it's kind of what I want.
running
It's
so slowly.
Why would you want that? You
gonna
said
be a beautifully emotional scene.
What?
I
Yo,
want to be in attendance at to drag
Yo.
them to Issa's funeral.
the
I gotta
way.
figure out
West.
who was Toph's baby daddy. I'm
Oh.
gonna need that address.
Wow.
Is it
You wanna know
Sokka?
what's
Some
so
people
crazy?
think it might have been Sokka.
I feel like it was definitely Sokka.
Right? Because
Probably.
there's a reason he's dead by Korra.
Yo, when Mike found out who was the real singer of what's his name? The guy who plays the voice actor who plays Azuko's uncle,
Iroh.
When Mike
Yeah.
found out who he really was, and I told him like, yo, he really died of like he really had cancer.
Yeah, and how he
And
sung
he
that
sung
song
that
to
song.
himself. And like the
Yeah.
portrait of Lu Ten, his nephew, in the
Mhm.
great episode Tales of Ba Sing Se. Y'all, even if you never watch any Avatar, there's 2 episodes you gotta see. 1, it's the Ember Island Players, and 2, it's Tales of Ba Sing Se.
Mhm.
That's all you need. But there's a part where Iroh is singing to the portrait of supposedly his like dead son Lu Ten, but then it
Mhm.
turns out that the original voice actor for Iroh, that portrait was based off of a younger version of himself, and the sadness
Yes.
of that song was singing to himself about his impending death from cancer.
God damn.
Yeah, so just in case it didn't hurt enough, a little extra salt for your wounds.
That was terrible.
Yeah, so
No,
he
Mike
did pass
did
away.
a
So
little
that's
bit.
why
He did a
Iroh must already be dead, because they will not replace his voice actor. I will call that right now.
They
Which is why I
can't.
say
No,
we
they
start
said
with the
no.
funeral.
They said, no. they did replace him in the animated series. It was a
But in
gentleman,
this now,
but he decided that he was not going to sing the song. Like originally he was supposed to sing the song. They wanted him to sing it over. He said, "No, fuck you. I'm not having no Asian ghost come after me. Um, you gonna put that in there, and I'll do the other voices. I'll do the other lines." And he came in and he did. Motherfuckers didn't even know that that wasn't him. Like that was it. That was the last episode. That was it. He voiced the other. Voiced the other episodes after that. So they did replace him, but I don't think they can't find a replacement because he was pretty good. Nobody knew, but I don't know. I really do think that the animated series is going to kill the live action, and I feel like this is going to be the last plug for Netflix. Like they're at this point, they're just going to be like, okay, we're done. We're done.
At the very least, it will be a triumph for animation. I'm so sick of these like big budget studios and producers thinking, you know what people will be happier with? Live action. Let's make it real people so they care more and it matters and it's a valid form of media now.
We'll use the whole budget
I will
on
put out
fancy
the
actors
same
and
thing.
actresses.
Yes, in animated and in live action. Let's compare apples to apples. Let's see who wins. I know who will win.
What's gonna happen? It's like we're gonna pull up anyway to see the bullshit. That's the thing. They banking on that.
I will illegally stream the bullshit. I don't want to give that my money. Unless it's good, in which case I'll go back to watch it for real on the actual platform.
Girl, just wait until we get a guest on this fucking press passes. Then you say you gonna
right.
I mean, I would never support pirates except for One Piece.
Right. Exactly. No pirating here.
Yay! Nice save.
We did it. Yeah, we got it.
What was another one I wanted to bring up too? That was very I forgot.
I know there's some fuck shit with Emmett Till getting a movie.
Oh no, who's pulling up for that?
I don't know, but they're making it.
They don't need to make it. I'm tired of black trauma. Like I'm tired. But
and that is just like the peak of black trauma. You don't get more black trauma than you get from the Emmett Till story. Like I don't know if it was a documentary or what when I first heard of it, and like I had a full sit down with my family as we went over the story of Emmett Till. I was like, no, why would anyone make a movie of that? Why was that the necessary story to tell?
I don't know. And people still watching it. I don't know. What was interesting though that we found out on TikTok was that Emmett Till whole trial and death kind of pushed for the creator of what's that shit? Twilight Zone. He said he created the Twilight Zone based on the whole trial of Emmett Till. It kind of pushed him to be like, okay, let's see if we could push this story in different volumes so people can get how fucking stupid this whole shit was. And he was Jewish, and I was just like, oh, that's dope. But I don't know. I'm not pulling up for that. I'm done. Yeah. Oh, another announcement that's really cool too. They're making Interview with the Vampire a series, and they got one of the guys from, this guy from Game of Thrones. He was Daenerys's right hand. The dude that's black.
Black vampires? I need black vampires.
Yeah, it's gonna be black. Louis gonna be black, and the girl, I forgot her name. I think it's Claire. The little girl that they turned and she never grew up. She's black. She's mixed, but she looked black.
So it sounds like I got to go buy this book first because that's Anne Rice.
Oh, Bree.
I know. I haven't seen Interview with a Vampire yet.
No. When I tell you the book,
you're not alone.
The book is amazing. To be honest with you, she is the only person that could write a vampire series. This will make Twilight a piece of shit.
It's not hard to do that.
Right? Aim higher.
Because don't forget, the reason there are no black vampires in Twilight, there was one in the movie. That's because like the director, whoever was working on it, insisted. But according to the actual author specified canon of the Twilight series, there are no black vampires because if a black person or a person with melanin gets bitten, the venom that comes from the vampires will destroy all the melanin in their skin, making them white. That is
He's
the
a person in
official
himself.
stated reason
That's a
for
person.
there not being any actual black vampires in the Twilight series. The venom will destroy the melanin, making them white, which I think is it's not it's like one of those like off Christian groups, not Mormon, but one of the other ones like part of their scripture
Mm-hmm.
that says like, oh yeah, when you get to heaven, all of like the dark pigmentation will be bleached from your skin and everyone will be white in heaven. Like one of those
That's
off
like
Christian
old
groups that she
school
has a lot of
Christian.
rhetoric in the Twilight series for. But basically, like
I don't think that's
there's a
heaven.
lot of side eye. There's a
That's a person.
lot to
It's a
side
lot of
eye
bland
in
chicken.
that series. So yeah, I black vampires, please. Who
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
lose their melanin when they become vampires.
That's
Yeah.
wild.
It is absolutely wild. That is the official author spoken canon of the series.
And that's why
Like,
she's a bitch. That's why she's a
like
bitch.
even Vampire
Um,
Diaries did better than that. God damn.
well, the series looks the visuals look good. I hope they stay true to the story, but then again, they have Anne Rice died not too long ago. So rest in peace for Anne Rice. She was one of the biggest authors that I fell in love with. I sat there and made sure I bought all the Vampire Chronicles. And I love reading every single one of them because of the fact that she wrote with so much emotion. Like you felt every emotion coming through these vampires and why they did what they did, their connection, because they're not really they do so much more. It's like a K-drama. You know how K-drama have you all flustered and all giddy and they're not even
You
fucking.
get K-drama
That's
vibes?
you get the feeling without actually do like it take you to episode 10 where they just recently touch hands and you like, oh, that is like it's like that. Like it really does something to you, which I appreciate. She writes so beautifully and when she wrote Queen of the Dam with Aaliyah, like I saw Aaliyah in the book. Like I saw, like it was amazing. It was perfect. The way she describes the Haitian Revolution, the way she describes Creole vampires, the way she describes slavery and how it affected like she was amazing. I loved her. She really studied history during the Louisiana like purchase and all that. She knows her shit, and the way she puts it in her story is just fucking phenomenal. Yo, I can't stress this enough how awesome she is. But I'm pretty sure this series is gonna go to shit. But anyway,
Oh, that was a terrible conclusion.
Why?
I thought you were about to encourage
She was
people to
awesome.
like,
She
yeah,
was
see the
incredible.
movie and get this.
Don't watch
The
this
book will be
shit.
Nah, read the book. Read the book. Read the book.
You're
Ladies
like
and
one of
gentlemen,
those toxic read the manga anime fans right now.
Nah, I just feel like
But it's before anything has dropped. It's just like
I feel like
immediately.
I feel like it's going to be bad because that's just how my luck is. I really feel like they're gonna really do this shitty. And I'd rather say that so I won't get my hopes up. So I won't get my hopes.
Okay. It depends on who is supposed to be directing it.
Okay.
Let me see.
That's
Let me
true,
see.
too.
Creator, stars. Who's the director? Who's the director?
Who? It was their previous work.
It depends on the budget.
Budget's also important.
Right.
Okay, let me see. All cast and creator. It says creator. Directed by. Each episode has some different directors.
See, there it is. There it is. There it is.
I mean, I've seen that done well, but
it's gonna be trash, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be trash. It's gonna be trash. I'm not looking forward to it. Am I gonna pull up and watch it? Most definitely. Most definitely.
I might just get the book.
Yeah,
I might just get the book.
Yeah, I think you should, Bree. It's a great read. It's a great read. Another thing I wanted to bring up too. There is a manga that I've been reading that they just released a trailer for that is going to be an anime, right? I thought this shit was going to be another cliche shoujo, right? Is it shoujo? Let me see.
What's the title? Drop the title.
It's Ramen. It's called My Happy Marriage. In Japanese, it's Watashi no Shiwasi na Kikon. So basically,
the word happy doesn't make me feel safe because of Happy Sugar Life.
Oh nah, this is definitely gonna make you hate every single person, even the Bree's gonna hate the main
I
I heard
knew
of
it.
this. I heard of this, and I decided I wasn't gonna, but I don't know why. Like, something about
but
it just didn't seem
the
right.
main the love interest, the guy looks so good. That's why I picked it up. So let me tell you what happened. Well, let me tell you how the series starts. So basically, there is a girl who is born into this clan, right? So basically, her mother is an arranged marriage to the father. The father, throughout the whole marriage, had a mistress. This is the woman he wants to marry, but due to his position in his family, you have to merge in order for you to have access to certain things that your family might need. So what they do, they take another family that has those access and has this money and has those type of lineage and be like, okay, you're gonna marry this woman. So he marries this woman just because his family told him to, right? Now, mind you, everybody in this family has a particular set spirit and power, right? That you're born with. Now, he has a child with this woman that he does not love, and it's a daughter. The daughter is not born with any type of spirit or anything. The father let the mother know, like, this bitch, she's nothing to me because she is no value. I married you because my family told me to marry you and because you had all these spirits and you had some money. But if she don't get no powers, I do not acknowledge her as anything but a little girl. Okay, granted. So now the mom's sick and she gets ill. She dies. He finally gets the lover that he was with and marries her, gets her pregnant, brings her to the house, and they treat this girl like a fucking slave. Like, just wash the dishes, do this, do that, do this, do that. You low life, do this, do that. To the point that her kimono is just ripped up, torn up, beat up, all this bullshit, right? Finally, she has a friend that a friend that they grew up to. They went to school together. This guy, on purpose, they arrange a marriage with this friend with her sister. She is like, okay, this is bound to happen. I'm just an unlucky girl. Not only that, the same day they tell her, you about to marry this nigga because this nigga got money. Oh, heads up. Everybody that he married walked out on him within 3 days. And then she moves into this house with this nigga, and this is what gets me. The nigga pops out looking gorgeous for no reason.
As he do.
And I was like, okay, I'm gonna keep on reading. So
that's all it took.
That's all it took. The dude was gorgeous, and he's ready for this girl to just leave because it's just, he's like, I'm already in my mind that I know I'm not gonna find no love. I'm ready. I got enough money. I could live and get, I could die. I'm fine. I got food. I got maids. I got all that shit. When he sees this girl being so humble, and he's like, oh, why this is supposed to be my wife. She ain't got no proper clothes. Her kimono's torn up. Her hair got split ends. That's how I know the manga's real. Whenever they point out that the hair got split ends, like, I was like, you went to detail like that? Like, goddamn. So I'm very excited because the animation looks fucking phenomenal.
I will say I am excited that these kinds of like light novel shoujo stuff are getting the spotlight. Like, they're being made into anime. Because this is the equivalent of the light novel isekai that gets the anime. A dime a dozen. You can find this exact same prompt in half a dozen, a few million light novels all the time. In fact, every time I'm scrolling on TikTok, I get an ad for another web novel or web comic on some app or another with the exact same premise. Her family hates her and abuses her. She's forcibly married off, but it turns out her husband is super hot. Now she's rich, she's hot, and she's getting revenge on her douchebag family.
Oh yeah.
Every single time. And you know what? Every single time I go to the app like, damn, okay, let me just put that in my favorites to read later. So it's the same as isekai trash. It's just, oh my god, it's cotton candy. You eat it up. There's no substance, but damn, it's sweet.
So all these stories are pretty much what happens in Cinderella too. Like, if Cinderella kept going as a story, this is what happens.
Yep, except it's even better because hopefully, if the main character is worth her shit, she'll be a villainous type main character and get revenge. If she's too Cinderella type main character, it's like, give my family and I'm warm-hearted. Nah, bitch, we don't want that. We like the now I'm the villainess, so like, okay, I got me a rich daddy. So I'm taking care of all you bitches. Just wait till I get my hair done, my nails done. I'm gonna show up at this ball and splash wine on your
Matter
face.
of fact, I'm buying your house. I'm buying your husband. I don't even want him. I'm just buying you. And then after that, I watch everybody kick you out. I watch the servants throw your shit.
Sister's gonna be broke. Her family's gonna get arrested for some kind of tax fraud or illegal government.
It gotta rain outside because I want you soaking wet in the mud.
They gotta be in the mud.
Why they just kicking your shit out? That's what that's what I want.
Like,
that's what I want.
It's so satisfying. I want there to be a dozen anime. Same premise, same thing happening, just like there's like 5 of the same isekai every season. 5 of this same like light novel shoujo coming out. Just so over and over I can see that satisfying revenge scene.
Right,
let's just animate that.
I'm with it.
Listen, as long as I need my revenge shoujos to be just as toxic as fucking Redo a Healer. I don't need Redo a Healer. Listen, we don't promote Redo a Healer. Don't watch it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't. But I could understand the plight. Listen, I just want you to give the same energy back that you gave me. I'm not Jesus. Because I throw hands. I'm not here to forgive. I was never brought here to forgive. I was brought here to survive. And if surviving means to kick your ass because you're in my way of my survival, I will do just that and kick your ass. Like, I'm not going to sit here and just be like, oh, in the name of God, I forgive you.
Nah, we're done with those nice girls. We don't need them.
Nah.
If you don't like Ojo-sama, laugh when your abusive family fall into the mud, I don't need you. Rise of the villainous era. Let's go.
Yes, let's go. And be toxic
all
too.
have to get the twin tails, I guess.
Be toxic too. Don't end up like Peach Girl. Peach Girl annoyed the shit out of me, but was it a good watch? Yes, the fuck it was. She never got revenge, but guess what? Karma happened. And I like karma, but karma took too long. I want the bitch to be focused. I want the bitch to go back in time, relive the tragedy just so she could get it done right at the last.
Those are the best ones. The rebirth novels. Guys, if you never see it, I can't count them down times. Like, it's a little wrong, but there's always some kind of like cliche rape plot where her like stepsisters set her up to get raped, but then she gets rebirthed, so she switched around. It's like, hot psych, bitch. Now guess who's in the hotbed?
There it is.
Oh, it's so satisfying. She doesn't set it up. She's just like, oh well, you put drugs in my drink and dropped me off in that person's bed. All I did was switch the cups. The rest is on you. Oh, so satisfying. Guys, if you have not watched or read some rebirth shoujo novels, do yourself a favor and pick some up.
They're good. They got some on Webtoons too. Derek, you got a question on
yeah, you see Isekai Uncle?
Mm-hmm.
No spoilers about today's episode, but y'all, that was hilarious. That first episode
literally won. Because
I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna go watch it.
It's funny. At first, I was worried about the art style, but they made it work. Instead of it just being like low budget, it looks like they did it on purpose, like a purposeful stylistic choice that just works for the comedy.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, it's very. Oh my god, that moment, like the nephew rips up the contract, like. Yeah, Patty, you gotta go watch it. Yeah, so I'm obviously gonna watch Isekai Uncle. Unfortunately, Netflix does drop their episodes super late, so I will be 2-3 weeks behind every week.
Oh yeah, I've only seen episode 1 so far. I don't know. Has episode 2 come out? It might have. I don't know what day it dropped. Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Note to self: mark out my Wednesdays. Yo, Patty, just go watch it because there's just one joke. I won't spoil the rest. Just this one, where like the uncle had a love interest in the other world. But he was super confused and thought she was kind of annoying because she kept saying things like, oh, it's not like I meant to save you or anything. Or like, oh my god, I guess you can fall behind me. So he's like, dang, I hate this bitch. Because it turns out when he got isekai'd was, I think, 2001. Mm-hmm. But the idea of the tsundere didn't get invented until 2004.
So he had no idea.
So he has a hot blonde tsundere after him, but he didn't know because he was isekai before tsunderes was a thing.
Just some lady yelling insults at him all the time. Like, she's just me. Like, she kept following me around just to yell at me.
I'll check it out.
Do it. It's funny. It's good. There are a few kind of like surprising anime this season. Actually, no, I'll save talking about the current anime for our next episode because we'll have to do a check-in.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be a check-in for our next episode for the summer. Hot Titty Sweat 2022. Because that's exactly because there's a heat wave tomorrow. I don't even know how the fuck I'm gonna make it to work. Again? Yeah, there's a heat wave again. What's up,
Pat? Just bring some ice packs with you. Put it like right under your shirt. Tuck them in. Ride around with it right there.
Yeah, I was
thinking that, but titties get freezer burns, so I can't do that.
It was just uncomfortable.
To be solid and fucking cold. You know what I mean? I just have to walk extremely slow, or probably get an umbrella so the sun don't. Because the way the sun hits when I get out the building, it's like, boo, got you, bitch. Like, shit, nigga, I just got out the shower. Like, come on, I'm fresh.
Now sweat.
Now I'm dripping sweat by the time I get there.
There's nothing worse than sweating after a fresh shower.
You know what's worse than that? When you standing and you feel that one trickle of sweat just hit down your back and hit your crack. Like it just hit your crack. It just went boop, and you feel it. You could count. 1, 2, 3. Ah, there it is. It got there. It got. That's a shower. That's a shower. That's a good scrub right there. I'm going to get in this fucking shower. I fucking can't stand that. I can't stand that. Oh my God. You might as well just be like, Patricia, you can go home, clock out. Yes, bitch, I will clock out. I will clock out. But yeah, that's one thing I hate more than anything. Yeah, Overlord is Madhouse. Yeah, we haven't heard a lot from Madhouse as of lately, but I'm glad they're doing Overlord. Overlord, we're on episode 3. I'm caught up. This shit is fire.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any yet. I'm catching up series by series.
Nah, I
haven't got to that one yet.
It's a very good watch. It's a very good watch.
It's one of the best isekais, easily. Yeah.
It's a very good watch.
Yeah, see, it's gonna take me a minute because I restarted from season 1, so I'm on episode like 6 of season 1, and y'all are on season 4. So don't worry about spoiling for me. I'll live through spoilers. I'm so far behind. If you spoil, I will forget because I'm not catching up for a few years.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I don't think we're gonna spoil anything right now.
No, we're good. It's fine. Yeah. But I do have to say this: American Black Up X. My man said, as a big man, I understand this pain, and it'd be like fuck. So I think he's talking about the sweat, the booty sweat. Yeah,
about the sweat.
It's the booty sweat. It's titty sweat and booty sweat. That shit is terrible. That shit is terrible. You ever sweat so bad and you finally take off your clothes? You got a light shade. You so light because all the melanin just sweat off your body. Like it's just like you just mad light. Like you need lotion because you sweated off all your moisture. You just cold and shit. You fucking wet. You like, woo, god damn. Like, let me turn this hot ass shower on. What? Man, a nice shower and a meal with a nice cool drink. Man, the way my head would hit that pillow afterwards. Anime, what? Tomorrow. But is there any topics you guys want to bring? Oh yeah, another thing. First of all, I'm gonna need somebody to take that Twitter account away from that nigga from Hunter x Hunter. We don't need no fucking announcement every time you finish a chapter.
Wait, did he do another one?
Finish your arc, bro. He just announced he finished the chapter again, and everybody going crazy. And now he tweeted again, "Oh, I'm this close to setting up the next chapter." Bitch, nobody cares. I need you to finish your arc. Don't come at me with chapters. This is terrible. Like,
or consider this: he's not going to make any more manga. He's switching to webcomics, and it'll be a weekly webcomic chapter. That would make sense.
No, okay, yes.
Sure.
All color.
That makes sense.
I feel like that would take him more time and energy now.
No.
I know, but it's not like he's really been in a rush right now. How many years has it been since the last arc stopped?
Because the sclerosis is kicking his ass. So you should be tweeting. First of all, you wasted all that
can't wipe his ass
on tweeting. Don't tweet. I don't need you to tweet. Just do the fucking chapters. Don't come at me to, I just finished the fucking filler or I just finished the opening scene in this chapter. I don't care, bitch. Give me your arc. When you finish your arc and it's published and Shonen Jump gave you the heads up and it's out there, tweet.
Shonen Jump's giving them the heads up.
Not even.
Any of those series,
take a nap.
Still active in like 2000.
Recover for the next chapter.
Off now. When nostalgia's so high, they will bring back any series from the 2000s.
He needs to stop. This shit is ridiculous. Like, don't hype me up for this shit. Listen, no. Let me tell you something. Kite did not die for that. Kite did not die for that. Like, you sitting there playing with motherfuckers' emotions. It's like you being with a nigga, right? And y'all hang out, and he's like, I'm not ready for a relationship, but I come see you and take you out and hang you out with one of my friends and take you out to dinner and have you come to my house and cook and clean and do all this shit, but we're not related. But we're not in a relationship. Bitch, that's all the benefits of a relationship without the fucking title. I want everything. Don't tweet. Because that energy you could have concentrated on finishing that chapter that you just said, hey guys, I picked up the pen to finish the fucking chapter. Bitch, who cares?
Draw now.
You just tweeted a fucking paragraph of how fucking hard it is for you to wipe your own ass. You could have put all that energy to finish the other fucking page of the fucking manga. Like, are you kidding me? No, don't do it.
Right.
No, I'm frustrated.
You know the fans are desperate. You said there's always that guy that wants like all the perks of having a girlfriend without having a girlfriend, but there's always those dumbass girls who are eager and say yes, anything for you. That's what the fans are right now.
That's true.
You gave me a crumb, you have my undying loyalty. I love you. Please give me more.
And that's why I go to
work. One more panel. Thank you so much. Thank you for this one panel. You finished the line drawing. God bless you.
I'm not doing that. That's why you rent a girlfriend. That's why you go to Webtoon. You don't sit there and wait. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I feel like it's like you getting our hopes up. All seriousness, ladies and gentlemen. I know I was loud and shit because I'm passionate about my shit. I know that we all love Hunter x Hunter. We all love these arcs. We all love the characters. It's just the gender bending is just amazing. The problem is that it's been on hiatus for so long that we're taking crumbs at this point. I understand that this guy is like one of these national treasures because he made Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, and he's just phenomenal, and he just is all in his work. But bro, for you to be tweeting every day when you finish a bubble with words in it,
it feels like marketing. It feels like marketing, not a genuine update. Because why are you just now doing this? Why you're not announcing what you got. You're just saying, hey, one more done.
Right.
Feels a little shady.
That's a little. I'm starting to think that's not you, sir. I'm starting to think it's either your PR person. It might be his PR person, or it might be Shonen Jump.
I can see it being Shonen Jump.
I can see it being Shonen Jump.
There's literally one assistant just whose sole job is just to take pictures. He finished another one. Tweet.
There it is. He's probably just fine. You know what? He probably got no clue what's going on. He probably
he probably hasn't drawn anything.
He probably got no phone or nothing. His wife just probably popped up and was like, "Oh, you got a Twitter? What chapter you? A chapter? Bitch, I ain't lift up a pencil yet. What the fuck? A chapter? It's probably not even his account. I'm being. I can see it being a publicity stunt. I can really see it.
Conspiracy theory.
Yes.
Not him.
No, Derby, like you said, you don't believe it until we got it. Until they're putting it out, then there's nothing here.
Until I have
flipping Yuri on Ice adolescence. But you guys got another one. How do you feel about Yu Yu Hakusho live action coming to Netflix?
Man,
trash.
We don't know that. We don't know because the thing is, it's not a Hollywood. It's not another Death Note because we over here are not doing it. It's like one of the actual Japanese live actions from what I've seen so far. And those do have some promise. There have been successful live action versions of Death Note. There have been successful live action versions of other anime. Just off the top of my head, I always like to bring attention to the Kakegurui live action is pretty fun.
Oh yeah.
The Erased live action is pretty good. Those aren't as like in depth in terms of special effects as Yu Yu Hakusho will be. The live action Inuyashiki. Yeah, so the ones that aren't made by Hollywood have been kind of decent. But as if you watch the Full Metal Alchemist live action, I tried
it. I didn't care for it.
No? Okay, because I'm not sure how good the special effects would be. That's what
killed it, really.
Oh my god. They had a live action?
And the reason why no Cowboy Bebop, because it's once again us over here in like Hollywood and stuff doing Cowboy Bebop. But if it's like actually done like by Japan, who has had success making these live actions, there's hope for it. The effects, I wouldn't hold out hope for the effects to be great, but they could represent the characters well, have written it well, and so on and so forth. So there's really no telling until we actually see it come out, but there is some hope But yeah, don't
I
expect
mean,
it to be as good as the anime because Yu Yu Hakusho was made for a two-dimensional art style, either manga or anime. It
yeah,
was not made to be 3D. It was not made to be acted by actual people.
I feel like for especially like the first arc, it's not heavy on what they're gonna need for special effects. So maybe they can pull it off.
I
But
mean,
like the
listen.
later seasons, I have no idea how they would get that
I
done.
mean, listen. At the end of the day, like they should have budget because the money's not going to their wigs because their hair
actually,
is terrible.
Oh,
I'd like to take
Casting their
back
hair is
everything I just
terrible.
said because I just remembered like the people on YouTube who create some who recreate some great scenes from anime, and their special effect budget is like $100.
yeah, the
So
thing is,
actually, I
you
take it
just
back.
can't be too literal. Don't try to make them look and act exactly as they do in an anime because it's a freaking cartoon.
Yeah,
It's animated. You cannot perfectly replicate it because it looks goofy if you try to do the exact same art style. It looks goofy if you try to do the exact same like outfit choices.
Right.
Translate it into what it would look like in reality and work from there.
yeah,
It's a hard bar. It's really tricky to do.
not that
Have
hard
I
a bar.
seen it done?
Not that
All
hard a bar.
right. All
Have
right.
we
Again,
seen it done like a full length movie, not just like a YouTube? Because your
but again,
requirements for YouTube are pretty low. If we saw that
my
in theaters, we would
requirements.
still call that doo doo. It's
I would,
impressive for the
but
YouTubers.
again, this is with a budget of $100.
I know,
Or
but can
I
they get
think
that much
they've
better with a million? So if I have actually seen
to
it,
scale it up.
the closest is like the full multi-million, like Avatar level. The good blue avatars, not the
Oh,
crappy
I was
Shyamalan
like, what?
avatar. Yeah, no, 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 no.
I
We've seen
hear.
CG do amazing things, but I don't know. Even in these Marvel movies, I look at some of like the animated of their fights CG, and I think that looks stupid because they look like rubber characters you're throwing around. It would look great for Luffy, but it doesn't look like people when they do these kind of like combat bouncing around effects. So it's hard to make it look good with actual live action people.
It is hard. It is extremely hard. Or we could just not touch it. How about that? Like we could just
That
leave
would be
it.
the best option.
We could just touch
The
it.
absolute best option is just
Leave
make a
that to
reboot.
the animators. Let's leave
Revamp
it to the
the
studio.
But guess what?
animation
You
of
want
it.
to make a movie? Guess what? Just keep it animated. We will still pay for that.
Especially an OVA movie.
Hey,
Happily, people watch OVA movies. They don't even need to be
Yeah, we
canonical.
do.
no,
We do.
not at
We
Like
do.
happily, like look at Red, Grand
One
Line
Piece,
Red, the
right?
One
Yeah.
Piece movie. That's not going to be canon, right? I think that's
Now,
just extra, but people are
it's
happy for
very
it.
rare that One Piece movies are canon.
I don't
Yeah,
think
exactly.
they
But
are.
people still happily go see them.
I think. But yeah, let's. But one thing for sure, I'm gonna tell you one thing. I'm a big hypocrite because I think Death Note might be fire. I think it might be fire because it's the
That
niggas
new
that's
one?
doing. I think it's the niggas that did Stranger Things. So I'm a
The
little
new one
skeptical.
that's
Oh,
coming
there's
out.
another
Yeah,
Death Note. You're
yeah,
saying.
the new
They're
one.
making it into a series, not a
Patty,
movie.
Not
I
like
was
Turner.
so
Not like
worried
Turner.
about you. I was about to say, okay, blink twice if there's a gun.
Not listen. I feel like
Mr. Light Turner.
no, I love Stranger Things. It was a great. It's a great story. It's a great series. Now, if they're taking it and they decide to make Death Note a true passion project, I think they're gonna kill it. I think they're gonna kill it.
Maybe, but the issue is Stranger Things is still like one of those like American high school, middle school type shows where they have like high school, middle school drama within the supernatural. And that's what really killed the Light Turner Death Note. They tried to make like high
there was a lot of
schooler
things that
drama into it, but if
a
you look
lot
at
of
the
things that
original
killed it.
Death Note, there is zero high school drama. He's barely even a high school kid. He pretends to be a normal high school kid because he's a freaking psychopath serial murderer.
Yeah.
So I'm
So if
worried
they
they will
focus
try to
on
like
that, it should be fine.
Americanize high school drama Death Note again, like they did before. But also, Takeem 83, you're absolutely right. I would mistake one. Scott Pilgrim is an incredible live action of a comic animated series. It was a great translation of it. It was just witty enough, just on point. In fact, another one I would say is a Sucker Punch. A lot of fun, cool fights,
Okay.
good like animation because they didn't try to make it look too literal or serious. It still had a comic book vibe to it, even as like the animated series was going.
So pretty much,
So
we
yeah,
just
Sucker Punch and Scott Pilgrim are two that were done really well, adapted from a comic into a live action.
So what we doing? We're picking out raisins out the potato salad before we eat it. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. But I feel like
Get
Like,
this
nothing
shit out of
movie,
here.
but
All
yeah,
right,
I'm
now you
worried
can
about
eat this.
Death Note. I don't know. I need them to be serious, like long-term Death Note fans. Like I read Death Note when it came out type fans in order to trust them making this movie.
I-
Because
I-
otherwise, they'll see, hey, here's a popular series. Let me like zhuzh it up American style, put in a love triangle and throw it. Because there were no real love triangles in Death Note.
No.
There were people who were psychologically manipulated by a serial killer.
I feel like they're good with horror, and the way they write is very good. Building up Hawkins and building up the Upside Down with Vector. I think they will
But
do a good
is
job.
Death
But
Note
Death Note's
really
not
a
really horror.
horror?
It's more
Yeah.
mystery than anything.
So is Stranger Things.
But that's because they could have those nice little jump scares of like walking slowly around the corner when a supernatural monster jumps out.
And also,
There's no
Stranger
real
Things is like
supernatural monster
10-year-olds.
jumping out. Ryuk is just hanging out in the background eating apples.
Wait,
Yeah, and
hold on.
also Stranger Things is like 10-year-olds, so they're just stupid.
No, they're like in high school now. In the recent one.
They're still dumb. Like you see the portal to another world. Bring the cops and show them this.
Yeah.
Guess what? You now have firepower. Like, what are you doing?
No, I'm past that. The whole world that they build on how to get to the Upside Down, how it was opened, how it was created, and putting the pieces together, and what really set it off was really good.
But there's no real action in Death Note. Like not like that. And the supernatural bit is almost minimal because he uses it in the same way a person would use a gun. He's like, "Look at this neat weapon I found. I'm going to use this weapon."
But there's a lot
Not
of
really like
mystery in Stranger
understand the
Things.
mysteries of it.
There's a lot of mysteries in Stranger Things. A lot.
I feel like every mystery is just people being dumb.
No, because we never found out like who Eleven's father is. There's a lot of things that is left unanswered, and it's not because the kids are dumb. It's because you got to get through it.
Questions for the story. I'm talking about like the overall plot is just
Right. We're not saying Stranger Things is bad.
No, not at all. I love every season.
It's a great series, but it's so different from Death Note.
I feel like if they keep the passion and they really like Death Note, because Netflix didn't come with them with this. They're the ones that said, listen, we like Death Note. We could do Death Note. And I feel like, yeah, if you can stick with the genre and you have a passion for it, because they've done they're mysteries. Like they're really good with what they do.
If they're the ones that say, hey, we're big fans of this, we think we can do it well, I'm willing to give them a shot.
Yeah, I'm willing
because like they are skilled at what they do. I just hope that they don't try. I just hope they respect the original series for what it was and don't try to translate it, because that's what happened with the current Netflix Death Note. It's terrible. It makes no logical sense. It makes logical sense. It's not terrible. It's just not Death Note, I'd say. Because fairly, if I'm just critiquing it, it's not a terrible movie. They do some interesting stuff. It's just not Death Note at all.
No, it was trash. It was trash. It was terrible.
Yeah, it was a petty high school kid who's like kind of dumb, but good at algebra.
Apples. There was no potato chips. It was trash.
And they made it bloody and gory.
No, it wasn't gory. Nah.
Yeah, they randomly cut off some dude's head at the start.
Whatever. I mean,
it's
look,
like
it was
that's
a bad
what they were
movie.
doing. They were going for
see
like
what
the cheap
happens
thrill.
with this next one.
Yeah, let's see what happens. But I think we covered everything that we wanted to talk about on this live. Are we good? Is there anything you guys want to bring up?
We're actually hitting time, so we can cut it. If there's anything you guys ever want to talk about in the comments, send us a message. We'd love to get into it.
Yeah, you got 2 seconds.
Somebody asked, who would you cast as Light now?
I don't even know. I
have no idea.
I can't even call it. I'm more worried about the directors at this point more than the casting. I want to see the story. I want to see the storyboard. Let me see the script. Let me see the script, Mr. DeVille. Let me see the script.
Right, and the bigger question is, where is it taking place and when is it taking place? Because don't forget, the original Death Note was like in the 2000s in Japan. Mm-hmm. So a lot of things have changed, specifically technology, since the 2000s. Mm-hmm. So would you want to keep that 2000 vibe, or would you update the series to include modern technology? And can Light still get away? Because if you update it, you'll have to do so much more to change the plot, because it can't perfectly follow the original plot.
No,
I think it's better if you leave it at that decade.
Dang. I don't want the original Death Note. I want the Death Note offshoot, the one shot after it.
Yeah,
that would be such a perfect movie to make. That would be incredible.
That's what they should work on.
Somebody asked us what anime you would want remade by Mappa. Claymore. I would have to say Claremore.
Life of a House Husband.
I mean, somebody already
Or Way
answered.
of the House Husband. Because
You
that got robbed. That Reading Rainbow nonsense
It
was a
was
mess.
nonsense. He didn't even ride the bicycle. We didn't even get movement while he was on a bicycle with the bento box.
Right? It was just still images as you flip the page.
Yeah,
Please
I could have
let a
just read the
proper
manga for
studio
that.
actually animate that show.
The manga was
Oh.
more entertaining than that. I'm sorry.
I would also take Seven Deadly Sins. They need a reboot.
They need
I
to
know they
redo
just
the
can't.
Escanor
They,
fight.
they,
The
they need
Escanor
to do it all over. Just start from scratch.
Escanor is one of the greatest, baddest villains I ever seen in my whole fucking life. The way he talks,
Yo,
you can't
like,
talk with that much swag and
yo,
that much purpose
like,
and just
what?
be a villain. And then we get introduced to
He's
you
not
later
even
in
a
the
villain.
season.
He's not
Like,
a villain now. He's awesome. He's just awesome incarnate.
He's just amazing. Like I just need more of him. The fact that he came in so late was disturbing. The fact that when he came in and then you saw him, you like, oh shit, that's it.
Yeah, like
That
almost
fight,
every
that
fight was
Escanor
just
fight?
like, yeah,
Trash.
Escanor wins every fight. That's all it is.
Yeah, I need more of that. They
Like,
need
why
to
would
do
I be scared of you? I would never be scared of anyone weaker than me.
that.
Only
Takim,
feel pity.
wait, Takim said, Way of the House Husband is my autobiography.
Right? And didn't that Netflix anime make you cry? I was so excited for that. And then I saw it's like, come on, guys.
Yeah,
Come on.
The visual novel, yeah.
yeah, that was terrible.
You got
That
what
was
you got.
terrible. That was
Yeah.
trash.
But that live action though was fire.
The live action was incredible.
The
The live action was so perfectly acted. Every line was perfectly delivered.
Well, it's done by my favorite voice actor. He's amazing. That's Zaddy. He's amazing. He's also the guy that does the voice of To Your Eternity, the guy with the hood,
Yeah.
the shadow. He does so. He's the one that does the guy with the glasses in Jujutsu Kaisen with the polka dot tie with the blonde hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does a lot of voice. As a matter of fact, he was on fucking reincarnated jobless reincarnation. The dude, the god that beat up Rudy.
the dragon
Yeah.
god.
What's his name? He's the dragon god.
Orsted.
Orsted. He was Orsted. I could listen. The way that nigga talk, I know. I don't even have to look at the credits. I'm like, oh, there he is. House husband. There he is. That's what I'm calling. But yeah, that's Netflix has never made me cry until I watch Kotaro Lives Alone. First of all,
stop it. That's not true. Because you know what? Your Lie in April was on Netflix for a little while.
No, not even Your Lie in April. Violet Evergarden episode 10. Stop
Violet
it.
Evergarden was on Netflix and you didn't cry.
Stop it. Lies.
Japan Sinks 2020 was on Netflix and you didn't cry.
There was no crying.
Let me tell you something. You really want to cry? Netflix is lying to you. Netflix has Kotaro Lives Alone, a series, and it's not animated. It's a real series, but it's in Japan only. If you go watch it illegally, I'm telling you right now, you will never open the shades in your house. You would just crawl into a deep depression and be like, God damn, why? And you will never look at tissues the same way again.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't need that live action. That would hurt. That needs to stay animated. My biggest issue with Kotaro that didn't make me sad was he looks weird. Like the vertical rectangle eyes creeped me out. So I'm sorry, you're not cute enough to make me feel bad. But even still, then the balloons almost got me.
Yeah, the balloons were cute. I love his stance on umbrellas. When your shoulder's wet, that's a badge of honor.
Yeah.
Because the bitch underneath, because the shorty underneath the umbrella, that means you did your job. That means you did your job. I love him, man. I love him. So it is now officially 8:00, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta go. So let us all listen. Do what you have to do to try to get these tickets. Please participate. We want to make sure we get 2 lucky listeners. Shout out to Hubtaku for help letting us be a part of this beautiful experience. And please join. Do follow the rules of the giveaway. If you have any questions, if you have any Ask Black Ramen, we do have an email. So it's blackramenpodcast@gmail.com. Please put in the subject title Ask Black Ramen because my finger is Twitter happy and it goes really fast like a trigger, and I do delete if there's no subject. So please put it on the subject, Ask Black Ramen. If you have any works, if you have anything that you want to send to us, I forgot my P.O. box. So what you need to do is we do have a P.O. box. It's a Black Ramen P.O. box. If you want to send us your work, if you want to send us what you're writing, definitely go to blackramen.com, blackramenpodcast.com. We do have a area where the P.O. box address is. Yes, it's in the Bronx. So go ahead and send it. Make sure you put an extra stamp in it because they be stealing my shit. But make sure it gets through. Any final word? Hopefully we'll see you guys at Anime NYC pull up. We're gonna try our best to get these press passes because it's New York. They try to limit our shit. Any final words, you guys?
No, just take care. And the next episode we put out will probably be the summer 2020 anime check-in. Yeah. So if you're not sure what to watch yet, tune in for that.
What did Patty call it again? The titty sweat extravaganza or something?
Summer of the titty sweat?
Some of the titty sweat. Some of the titty sweat.
Yeah. There we go. All right. Bet. Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Peace.